eager engine, balanced chassis, and four-door hatchback versatility. The original hot hatch continues to thread the needle between fun, practicality, and value with this 2024 model year GTI Pro S, and we have it here today at Volkswagen Brandon. Let's check it out. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video here at Volkswagen Brandon in Florida with the 2024 VW Golf GTI S. Now, with that said, opal, white, pearl, and Titan black with plaid cloth interior. This is going to be a spec you guys are going to love. And I want to take you around the options, features, do an inside out of this GTI, and see if this is the perfect GTI for you. I think I can convince you, but let's see what we have here for the 2024 model year. Now, biggest shout out to Volkswagen Brandon here in Florida. If you guys are trying to get this car or any other VW in their lineup, make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website link and their phone number. Give them a call, see which perfect Volkswagen is here for you. Now, let's mention dimensions, because when it comes to the Golf GTI S, we're looking at a total wheelbase of 103.6 inches with a length of 168.8 inches, a width of 70.4 inches, and a height of 57.6 inches with a total curb weight of 3,112 pounds. Now, if you're wondering what's new for the 2024 model year, well, not much has changed. The 40th anniversary model is gone, obviously, so the lineup returns to the S, SE, and Autobahn trims. Now, unfortunately, VW has announced that 2024 will be the final year for the 6-speed manual transmission. So if you want one, get one while you can, but this one is the 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Now, keep in mind that all trims with that transmission will have the GTI 380 equipment package as standard, which adds a unique graphite gray paint job, black painted 19-inch wheels, and adaptive suspension setup. Now, when it comes to performance for the GTI S, you're looking at a turbocharged and intercooled 16-valve inline-4 with an iron and aluminum head and direct fuel injection. Now, this is optioned with the 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, but you know you can get a manual for the 2024 model year, which is the last model year you can get that manual transmission. But what does all of that translate to when it comes to power? Well, you're looking at a total horsepower of 241 horses with a torque of 273 pound-feet. Now, that's going to get you from 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds with a 0 to 100 time in 13.9 seconds, a quarter mile time in 14.3 seconds, and you get a top speed of a government limited 127 miles per hour. Not too shabby for a hot hatch. Now, this pearl paint, opal white pearl, just looks fantastic in this Florida sun. Florida sun is always a paid actor, because look at this. Look at how good that looks. And the camera's not going to do it as much justice as it should, but it is there looking beautiful. Let's talk about the 2024 model year. As you guys can see, again, a lot of the same styling that we're used to for the VW Golf, same in the GTI S model. So you guys will see the big VW logo right there in the center. And then we have our black and red strike through all the way through from one headlight to another. But you do also have the GTI badging there, letting you know what model we got here. And then obviously the LED headlight unit, which we will see illuminated very shortly here, looks really good with the lights even off. Now, with that said, styling is very simple. On the front fascia, you guys will see some plastic cladding on the side ventilation here, as well with going through the middle here. You guys will see that that is actually a feed through as a functional grill right up front for that honeycomb style grill that will actually help with the radiators. And then that plastic piece goes all the way across the lip, keeping everything protected, keeping that white pearl paint protected when it comes to the plastic cladding up front. But again, very simple look for the front design of the GTI S for the 2024 model year. Now, we're keeping the same energy for the side profile, as you guys can see. 18-inch wheels here with the red calipers, VW logo front and center, and we have Goodyear tires here, and they're Eagle Sport tires to help wrap this rubber in this wheel. Now, with that said, reflector there, orange reflector, because, you know, America, we gotta have the orange there. And then obviously the GTI badging on the front fender, again, like, you know what model we got, but from the side profile. Now, again, to protect the paint on the side, we have the plastic side blade or side skirt there to help with that cladding there. And then you will also see that the B pillar is done in gloss black, and the rest of the window moldings are done in the rubber feel with the body match door handles there as well. Shark fin antenna right up top, and then you take a step back, put it all together, and it's simply GTI. Now the rear profile will give that very hatchback look, so it's very sporty but in a compact flavor. So you guys will see that we have our smaller window here, but with that said, we do have the integrated third brake light. We do have some black plastic slats on the side as well for the opal pearl paint on the spoiler, and then you guys will see the LED tails in the back, which we will see illuminated very shortly here with the Volkswagen logo right in the center and the GTI badging, again letting you know what model we're working with here. And then the rear diffuser done with plastic cladding, but we do have dual chrome exhaust tips, and those, well, they make some noise. But with that said, the whole back is just pretty simple. I think we're getting the most aggressiveness and sportiness when it comes to the front profile, but the back does have a little bit of character, and it does show it off here in this GTI S. And when it comes to the fuel economy for your GTI S, you're looking at a total of 27 combined city and highway with 24 city and 33 for the highway. Regular fuel is needed. Now, when it comes to cargo, the GTI did grow about by, I want to say 0.6 inches. So you're looking at 20 cubic feet in the rear with the seats folded up. So first, let's press this in, lift up. And then if we were to fold down those rear seats, which you see is a 40-60 split, but we're looking at 35 cubic feet of space after that. So with that said, you do have a privacy shade, as you guys can see, covering up a lot of what's behind this GTI, just in case you need things covered up. Now, you can see we have tons of accessories back here that covers up this whole setup. But with that said, you guys can see for the most part how we're looking when it comes to the trunk space. Now, with that said, underneath, you have a small false floor here. I'll lift up, look at that. Now we have our spare tire down here, our jack, tools, everything that we need in the back of our GTI. Not too much space when it comes to actually like putting tools and everything back here, but this is all you would need because you have plenty right up top. Now I have to show you guys the illumination, right? Because these look so good. LED lights, look at the fog lights and the honeycomb grille. I mean, come on, check that out. That looks really cool. Full LED, you're lit up on this thing. And wow, this has the coolest light setup, guys. I love it. Now you guys will also see the amber turn signal here. The mirror cap, kind of see it. You know, the bright sunny day doesn't help. And then the tails with the laser lights as well. Amber turn signal there. It's a good look overall, but that front is gorgeous. Now we have the GTI key fob. As you guys can see, it is the pretty premium key fob range when it comes to Volkswagen keys, with the gloss black all throughout the key fob itself with the chrome surround, and then on the back side the Volkswagen logo, with on the other side the panic button. We have the lock button, we have the trunk release button, and we have the unlock button with the actual physical key if we need to pull that out just in case the key fob battery dies. But pretty premium key for the GTI S. Now let's hop inside of the GTI S, because this beautiful interior is what sold me. The plaid and Titan black look. This is just classic for the Golf, and I love it. I mean, check that out. Red stitching all throughout, plaid, Titan black, GTI for the embroidery in the seats, sports seats with the red leather on the sides. Check that out. I love this seat setup. So let's hop right in. Oh, I guess before we do that, you guys can see the cargo mat with the GTI badge there in red. And we have the dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal done with rubber and aluminum. Sporty look and actually practical with that rubber, keeping your foot right on those pedals. Now let's step inside, because the door paneling normally lets us know a lot of what our spec is about, but the door panel actually is being coy, because the door paneling, while it has that soft kind of Alcantara feel for the inserts and the honeycomb look for the inserts right here, well, not much has changed with the door paneling, because it's just, you know, soft touches for the plastic. With the aluminum trim you have for the door handle, that's basically it. But inside we have a little bit more than that. So let's close up the door, put our foot on the brake, and press that start stop button right there. Now she's to life, and you will see that we have a little bit more than that, because obviously you saw the seats, but then you also have the perforated leather steering wheel with the red stitching with that as well, gloss black, for a lot of the switches, which are haptic buttons all throughout this thing. You'll see on the left-hand side and over here as well, with the GTI moniker right here in the center, done in aluminum, red, and black. So again, this gives a lot more color pop than, you know, the door paneling and door cards would suggest. So with that said, looking at all of this, on the left-hand side, you will see radio controls at the bottom, but then your driver assistance controls right up here. And then on this side, you will see your menu controls for your 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. You also have some hands-free controls and more radio controls here as well. Now, you also have power shifters that are steering wheel mounted, where you have it on this side and on this side. You have right here your lighting controls, and right here, you have your windshield wiper controls. And then, if I were to do the telescoping steering wheel, you can see right here, pull that down, and now I can push it, pull it, go up and down, bop it, twist it, pull it. You guys know. If you know, you know. Now, with that said, lock that back into place. We'll go over to the left-hand side where you see our lighting controls, which are haptic buttons. So again, you guys will press this, and it'll feel like you're pressing a button, but you're not really pressing a button. It just does its own thing. But you will hear a noise to indicate certain things, and obviously lights will light up, you know, to know, you know, what you're doing here instead of just pressing it and just guessing. Now, with that said, moving over to the rest of the spec of the car, you guys will see that soft touch plastic at the top, and then a honeycomb pattern for the insert all the way through the center of the dashboard. Now, also with that, you have an HVAC vent that really seamlessly, not on this side, but on this side, blends in with over the top of the glove box. That's really cool how I go from one side to another in one continuous line. Glove box here. As you guys can see, plenty of space. And then when it comes to the whole central console here, you will see that this is done very beautiful, very sleek. Gloss black for the surround, as you guys can see. And then we have a little holder here, which would be great for a cell phone, right? There you go. All right, then you have your start stop button, as we saw there. Our park, now I don't say electric parking brake, because electric parking brake's right here, but our park button here, our park switch. And then we have our gear selector here. We can go drive, neutral, and reverse. Reverse will pull up our backup camera and everything up there, and then P for park. Electric parking brake, as I described, and then right up here, wireless charger, and we have a USB-C plug-in, well, two USB-C plug-ins, and then cup holders right here with the 12-volt plug-in as well. And then if I were to lift up the armrest, done in black with the red stitching, you will see a nice deep armrest down there as well. Now we have our 8-inch screen, 8.25 inches to be exact, but right under that you will see that we have basically like our central hub here. This does a lot. Driver assistance controls there, parking menu there for parking and you know, reverse, and then climate controls here, and then you also have your drive mode selector here. All right, so you have everything that you guys need. You can see eco, comfort, sport, and custom, and then your hazard buttons there. Now, if you want to get a little bit deeper into everything here, then obviously you would go into the apps and media and the vehicle and everything, and just, you know, go through this MMI system that we are used to for this whole setup. Now, with that said, we do also have physical toggles here as well for our radio, as you guys will see, so you don't have to rely on the haptic buttons here as well. Now, with that said, we also have the 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster here, which looks really cool. I love the GTI with the honeycomb moniker right there. In sport mode, obviously, it gives us that cool looking setup. But if I were to change my drive mode, right, and go into comfort, well, still has the same setup, which is nice, and eco, same setup. So really, when you want to change the setup, you actually go to the menu buttons here, and you use that to go through different displays and everything how you guys want to do it here. You can change whatever you guys want when it comes to being customizable in this whole setup. So it's really nice that you can do everything that you need to do and make it your own with, you know, when it comes to the right hand side, middle, or the left. So they really did a good job with customization inside of this thing. Now, if we look up, we will also see that we have our dome light, SOS button. We have, you guys can see the floodlights. Oh, I accidentally turned on the dome light, but you guys can see the big LED lights there. And then we do have a visor with a mirror and a light right here. Now, I do love that the interior for the rear is exactly the same as up front. Same materials in the door panel, in the seats. So you get the same plaid and cloth for the Titan black and the plaid with the red accents. Looks really good there. And then even in the center here, you will see the black with red as well, going all throughout. You do have two USB-C plugins right down there, very bottom down there. You guys can kind of see them. And then what's really nice is looking at the back of these sport seats, these sport bucket seats, because you guys can see the red here. You guys can see we got pockets for stowage right here as well, and pocket underneath right there as well for stowage. So it's really cool with this whole setup, very practical because it is a smaller car. So you look for stowage wherever you can get it. Now you do have some LED lights up here in your headliner, which is really nice. All right, light up the night and the bright. And then you have an armrest here, huge armrest with some cup holders here as well. So even though it's quite small back here, it still feels somewhat spacious because, you know, I do have knee wiggle room. I do have extra stowage. I do have a nice big comfortable armrest, and I'm sitting very comfortably back here in the seat. You can probably sit three. I don't want to say completely comfortably, but you can sit three back here and make it a smooth ride. So I think they did a good job when it comes to overall space and practicality in the back of the GTI S. Now, while we have a little sticker for the breakdown of the 2024 Golf GTI S, well, I do want to say that in the description, you guys can have the vehicle's description and the sticker in that description if you click that link if you guys want a deeper look into this. But I want to give you guys a rundown of our pricing here and our options breakdown with our standard features. So base price is $31,765, but after our packages and options and our $11.50 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $34,316. Now, how do we get to that price point there? Well, we do have packages and options like the opal white pearl exterior paint. There's $395. You also have the Titan black and plaid cloth interior. That's no charge. Now you have the auto dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink Connect and 4-year app subscription. That's $405 with the monster mats at $298. And you also have VW Care with the prepaid scheduled maintenance contract at $195 and the first aid and roadside kit at $110. So that is your additional options on this Golf GTI S, but everything else you see here is standard. Now, the camera probably is not doing the best job at focusing in on what you guys will see there, but that is your standard performance, exterior, interior, safety and driver assistance, and technology and convenience. Make sure you guys pause this, zoom in, screenshot, whatever you need to do to see that with the warranty information, the maintenance, 24-hour roadside assistance, everything you guys need to know about this Golf GTI S for the 2024 model year. So with the modest price of around $34,000, what do you guys think about this GTI S for everything that you get for the 2024 model year? Drop those comments down below why you love this spec. And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys check the link in the description, support the channel, support the dealership by checking out the link to their website, giving them a call as well. If you guys want to get any of these models, make sure you do that and subscribe or click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. With that said, we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.